Hi. I hope everyone's had a wonderful week. I know I have. I don't know it's been so for my dad. Finally, all the things that he's been planning have been coming to fruition. Finger roll pop. There we go. Alright. Here's the situation. I finished Elden Ring. At least I became Elden Lord. And now I'm tired of playing it. I grow weary of Elden Ring. At least until when I play it in my off time. I haven't touched it yet. And I also want to play Monster Hunter. It's my 19 Fortress. And Gmod. There's a lot of games I want to play. So I'm going to put Elden Ring on the back burner. I do want to play this new game. Or at least this game that I have played before. I haven't made it completely to the end. Because I couldn't... I stopped playing it for like a month and I couldn't remember what happened last. So... I've withheld any and all... the frick is the word. Any and all instincts on any... To watch any playthroughs of this game, as few as they are. Because I really like this game. I personally do. It's not a game I played in my childhood. It's a game I just picked up a year or so ago just to try it out. And it's already old. I'm pretty sure that the series is still hanging on by a shoe. Bam, bam, bam. I have had too much spaghetti to eat today. I love the taste of spaghetti. I love the taste in my mouth, so I'll just keep eating it. I've eaten way too much. I am so full of the Italian pasta made by my mom. And I love spaghetti. So I've just been frickin' scarfing that down all day. Like since lunch. I was so full. And my dad ordered pizza. I can't finish the food! Anyway. I have been waiting to play this game for like a week now. I got everything set up. And I've been working on new notifications. Because the ones that I have now are kind of, simple? Too simple. I want them to look a little snazzier, so I've been working on that too. Ooh. Get the song guy out. Alright. It is time I reveal to you all what game I want to play. what game I have been meaning to play. Let me open this up. Dear Lord. Behold. Look at that. I might darken the yellow. Just a bit. Just a tad. But you know what's fine. I like Phoenix Wright. I played through most of this game. I'm pretty sure most of this game. I probably looked up how to finish it, but I want to do that on my own. What is your stat? Oh, stats. Sick. There we go. All right. Let me change the category. There you go. Technically my first playthrough. Let me get rid of that. There we go. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I like this game. I really do. I have played through it. And I've been rigorously testing this out to see if it works. Why is my OBS looking weird? And now I want to play it on stream. Yeah, just to cool off from the near 2 years of nothing but frickin' Dark Souls. Wipe on my desk a little quick. Right into the trash. Right into the trash. So yeah, this is what I'll be playing for the next God knows how long. Until I get bored. Which I won't, because I absolutely dig the, what's the word? The detective style mystery. I like solving puzzles, putting things together, so on and so forth. So, is there a way I can change this? Oh, it's not white. Oh. No. I don't think that did anything. Oh well. Let's start. Is it capturing the audio? Yeah, okay. First turnabout. I'm currently blinded on my screen. You guys are probably just as blind. No one's watching. No one's watching. Oh Lord, that's loud. Gasp. Gasp. Oh no. Darn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. He did it. I'm gonna wear up my voice. It's been since Yakuza. It's been a while since August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. It's been a while since I played a game. Like ever since Yakuza 0, I haven't talked as prominently. I don't even think that with what else have I streamed? In between Elden Ring, and then Dark Souls 1. Oh, I never really had to talk, so now I have to talk everything. There's no voice acting. Boy, am I nervous. Right. It's Mia. Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, what the frick was that? I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your clients as well. What the frick? Noises outside. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You need to defend it before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I wanna help him out any way I can. I just really wanna help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Sigh. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. The school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and they own one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 2. I'm gonna say District Courthouse. That doesn't exist. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Prosecution is ready, or... Oh yeah, I forgot. This. No one would believe me. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. No deaths, 731. July. 4 p.m. 5 p.m. About the death, loss of blood due to blood trauma. Oh, I read lonely down here. Chief attorney at Fay & Co. My boss, a very good defense attorney. Fay, age 27, gender female. Larry Butts, age 23. Wait, in the 23 years he's known Larry Butts? How can they knew each other ever since they were babies? Straight from Cindy Stone, age 22, gender female. The victim in this case, a model, she lived by herself. She lived in an apartment by herself. Winston Payne, age 52. The hairlines are all telling. The prosecutor for this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. In this case, likable guy who was in grade school. Prosecution is ready. defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstance, I'm changing his voice because I can't remember what it was the first time around. Given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading, arms are heavy, vomit on my sweater already. I'm spaghetti. Wow, this is all lining up very well for me today. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in the case. Defendant? That's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. It's... Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? Look at her face. I don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? I almost hit Cinder Black. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well, first, question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright just told us the victim was struck with a blunt object. Could you explain to the court just what that object was? This murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court. Right. You should have paid attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. See, with this game, I just realized I don't have to, bend forwards or try to keep my back straight. I can just lay back and watch the people die. I mean, I could have done that in Elden Ring, but that takes effort. This does not. All I have to do is outstretch my arm and hit the button. Prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Am I getting a call? Hold on. I'll be back. I'm back. There we go. It was Ocarina. That was the last game I played where I had to talk a lot. It was Ocarina of Time. That's how did I forget? I was talking. When was that, Casey? Was it after Dark Souls 3? Yeah. You're cute. And now that I think about it, that was a long time ago. Alright. No. Stay off the trash. Professional prevention. It's gonna kill me. Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim has recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Gee, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money in gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want to answer that. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of ruining it. Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... stop it. Objection, we're getting off topic. The client had no idea that the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Well, it's not something extremely... Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe this accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Go. Well, did you or did you not? Huh? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do? I'll stop him. I'll let him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth! Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Oh my god. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sott to the stand. Sorry, the name always catches me off guard. Mr. Sott, you sell newspapers subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sott, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. Here we go. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately, but the phone in their apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Alright. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. You're freaking kidding me? Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sott used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Oh. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Freaking duh, your client is innocent, right? The witness must have lied in this testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. What's in the evidence? Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Touch the court record button and point out the contradictions in the testimony. Alright. Oh yeah, that's right, you actually have to yell. Here's the man leaving the apartment in common sight. I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seems strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. Defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course. What the witness means is that he saw that the man he saw looked suspicious. So, what happened next? Thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd, in a big city like this, I thought. I see, and what happened next? Thinking it's strange. I can't remember the voice. I looked inside the apartment. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only here when you want to peek? You climb hungs because there they are. Because they are there. It's the same thing.
Sure words have never been spoken. Anyone look inside. What did pain cut him off so quickly? So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? Hold on, it was the blackout, right? From noon to 6 p.m. So it was 1 p.m. I can't remember if it's and I saw a woman lying there. Oh, and I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving, dead. Oh, that's sneeze. Okay, sneeze. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Hold it. So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? But the phone in her apartment wasn't working. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Ah, right. What time did you call that again? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. How did you know what time it was? 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. Seems really confident. 1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. Here we go. Present. If he had found her at 4 to 5 p.m., then why didn't he know it was 1 or whatever it is? Objection! Yeah, yeah, exactly that. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death is sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that! Oh, or... This is trivial. The witness nearly forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sott, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Good job, White. White? I'm not white. Oh, well, I am, but... Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? My hand feels weird again. I gotta stop using this mouse. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying that the time. It's probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. You fool. I see. You were the voice saying the time on the taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Alright. Already pretty easy. I'm not gonna... Wow. For the time... Probably coming from the television. Yeah, I was off. I guess the victim must have been watching a video or taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Television. And presenter. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! Irk! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sod? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait! I remember now. Mr. Sod? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Slott. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hear the time. You saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Yeah, okay. Frick, I can't remember. Do I present it here or there? Here, I guess. Right? Let me present it on the next one. This one. Which one do I present it on? I know it's gonna strike me and I won't have the perfect... I know it doesn't matter because I have 5, but... I like not getting things wrong. Prediction, okay. I think I present it here. There we go, the music. The music stopped playing. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sott. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, which is tilted and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. That is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. God, this is so cool. Order in this court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sott, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with a clock?
That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean I saw. Grah! Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Give him death.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. You better think it through carefully.
Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sott heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is here if you simply try sounding the clock, I think. Yes. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, you've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sott heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sott, try to talk your way out of this one.
Ha! You forgot one thing.
What's he talking about?
While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case.
He's right. How am I going to prove that?
Darn it, that was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems that you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sott.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him.
Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sott.
Chief.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. That doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right?
Frick, me. Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes. Wait. Maybe it can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. This is a piece of evidence that the court record can prove my claim without a doubt. Beyond a doubt, correct man.
Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Bap, bap, bap. Home for Paris. Pop out! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here is 9 hours. When it's about 4 p.m. there, it's 1 a.m. here the next day. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Order, I say.
Yeah, got him.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Hey, that's how you know you won the game. And with that, the court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Mary went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court. Defendant in lobby number 2.
Phew. I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there.
Stop the court. Assuming it's all this stuff.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all.
You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad! Bad!
Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was... No, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made the one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this?
Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool.
Don't that make you just want to cry?
Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right?
Frick me, they really gotta stop with the double rights.
Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him.
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
What the heck is she talking about?
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? Where'd you get that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, think of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. It's probably a better choice there, but it's the only one I could think of.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never.
Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me. Unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then. That clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep." Oh. The end. Alright, stream's over. That's it, everybody. We're gone. Oh, no, wait. A brand new episode has been added. Talking about sisters. Sick. Yes. That took a while to save. Alright, Turnabout Sisters, episode 12. Bring. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia? What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that at the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight? Say 9 to pick it up? How about a pre-trial meeting until then? Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint.
Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya.
Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye and Co. law offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see.
I should have been more careful.
Oh, my dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye.
Oh!
Red, white, blue. No.
After I've just gone through Elden Ring!
December 5th, 9:08 p.m. Van Cola offices. This is like a full-on 12 hours later, I think. 20 minutes later. I think. Yes. Uh-oh, I'm late.
Ah, that's strange. The chief must have gone home already. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell?
What?
Mia! Maybe she's in her office.
Oh yeah, this little... Smell blood. That can't be good. I have to check and see Mia. The chief's okay. Jesus. That smell. Blood!
Sis.
Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? Strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. Went back to the chief to where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her and shoulder. Then, all too quickly, began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief. Shards of glass are scattered on the floor. Seem to be the remains of the last light stand. Fanco ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC was for email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale, and for practically nothing. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. Two of the screws in the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking them apart.
Police! Please, come quick!
What was that? Someone screaming from the outside window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. A large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. Chief. Start seeing her like this, but if there are any clues around here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Alright, so... there's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of glass stand. Yeah, we know that. Now it's added to the evidence. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. Piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Where is written blood on the scrap of paper? Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from the department store. Dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd rather call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. Just walk out of here. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right here on that sofa. Sofa? Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run from me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? Never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. I mean, lock the door first. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in. The room was dark. Sis. She was already dead. So, you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting? This late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. But that's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would she just write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Police! It sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Alright, I'm Detective Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? An odd name. He has a weapon! Fire! We received a report from a building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya. Wait. She wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Eek. This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here in her note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Frickin' quick. Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy. I couldn't sleep. Sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. Detention center, visitor's room. Wow. They have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. You going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Stop. Better give it to her straight. It's up to you.
Up to me?
Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here.
They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it.
Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought.
It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you.
Heard? Heard what about me?
I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ah, so he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty.
Oop.
That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trouble you.
No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But, at the same time, I can't just sit and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia...
I know.
Oh, she's so sad. Something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes?
What's with that outfit?
Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say.
Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training.
A spirit medium?
Pretty sure that qualifies as strange.
Day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder?
Yes! Let's see, that morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence in an upcoming trial.
Evidence?
Yes, the clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made.
How could that have been evidence in a case?
Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice?
Her own voice?
Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it. Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things.
Let's ask about spirit mediums first. So you're an acolyte. Or medium in training.
That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into that stuff too?
Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too.
I had no idea. Wait.
What?
So, you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium? ESP and all that?
Yes, in training.
Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? You can just ask her who killed her.
I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
Thought that would be too easy. So, you say you had a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it.
Right. Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry.
Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see the detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it.
I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay?
Sure, thanks. Mia's memo. Mia? Maya? Huh? Something the matter?
I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me?
Absolutely. Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents?
I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me.
Thank you. trial's tomorrow at 10.
What? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
When will that happen?
Figuring me until 4 this afternoon.
Visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. But the day of the crime. Tell me about the day of the murder.
Sorry.
I know it must be hard.
No, it's okay.
All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it.
Kinda gotten used to it.
Let's see. This morning I called my sister. She wanted me to call to evidence for a trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office?
It's right about 9.
9?
The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister.
Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. September 6th. Grausberg Law Offices. Wipe my hand. It's all sweaty. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Guess I'll just have to come back later. Or I can take a peep around. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. Just for show. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I feel like my nose is stuffed right now, actually. I'm sure this piece is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. As of looking mahogany bookshelves, or solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Mahogany. Table for clients. Elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Neat plant. Expensive looking potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Alright, might as well get the heck out of here. September 6th, Fainco Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... I don't want to get this wrong. Dick Gumshoe. Dick Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here! Yes, sir. Be right there. I am. You're a lawyer, right, pal? We got business here, you'd better do it quick. Phew. Thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Mia. How many hours are we in? An hour 20. Well, Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Oh, sick. Up. About Maya. I'm yawning! Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal. This is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution.
Edgeworth.
I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all.
The history is rich.
Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain, he doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way, you make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case.
So, Edgeworth is on this one.
He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with almost an abnormal passion. I'd never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. I need to get water. His favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordyline strictopile. Who was that?
Is that one of the officers?
Old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Maya cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days.
I can't even tell what it is. Someone could figure that out.
There's a horrendous amount of legal books in here.
Scarier still is that Mia probably read all of these.
My sister.
Let's go to Ghostburg. Maybe he's back. Nope.
Oh, right. I was wondering, did you see my face cell phone? Oh, that? I have that.
Do you think you could give it back?
Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer.
Uh-oh. He's on to me. Tell him straight.
I tell him why I want it. There's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter?
Oh, no. It's just, you know, detective.
Nope. I know nothing, pal.
That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. The cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets.
Irk, you're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory.
Impressive. You're quite the detective.
Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. Weren't any suspicious call records in there, after all.
Maybe I didn't notice the recorded conversation.
Radical.
Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I should have asked all the questions I need to.
You all done, pal?
Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now.
Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to the witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal.
Come to think of it, I've completely forgotten about her.
The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Sorry about this. But I can't tell you anything about her.
Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? You sent her home already then.
Aha, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial.
So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information.
You got that right, pal.
Time to pay a visit to Miss May.
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Put this away. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. You
said don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee? None of yourself. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. What's this drawer? It's obviously sticking out. Oh, and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside the drawer. What you witnessed? Do you think you can tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. No, better not encourage her. You know that thing that occurred, what happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you can tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on! If you want to know, you'll just have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you... just who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here. Teehee? You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. You just tell me what it is that you do. Well, no, teehee. You had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Someone staying here with you? Ooh, what an amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. If I try to get what's inside I wonder. Maybe later. Excuse me, but I'm a witness? Police witness? You understand. How can I possibly give you any information in good conscience? And me, the witness! It's just like the movie. Okay, is Grossberg back? Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem! That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Oh, so you're the one that has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. Looks even grander than I imagined. Is that badge on your collar? Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? And how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it! Well, sir, actually it's about Maya. Maya Fey? Oh, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. What a strange reaction. Cha-cha. I'm actually quite busy here, son. You can't go taking cases on a day's notice. Nope, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? enter so my heart hurts. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take on the case.
Well, it's just, I'm busy, you see.
But the client is Maya Faye's sister. Maya Faye's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye.
Hurry.
Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not.
Huh? Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now. I have nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? How did you know Mia Faye?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
Shin?
You can see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one.
That painting. That's quite a painting.
Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you.
Wasn't interested.
It's not for sale.
I'm not buying. Jeez. Alright, well, on the move. Bad news. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention Center. Visitor's room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Erp. I see. I've been abandoned then. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. I don't know where my mother is. Don't know. So she could still be alive. Women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say that ESP runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer. She left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my ASP. I feel bad for her, by herself up in that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir, and everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. Thought? Thought! The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But the man found out about it and leaked it to the press. Told all the papers about it, that my mother was a fraud, and media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughing stock of the nation.
Sweaty hands.
I
see.
White.
Excuse me? White?
That was his name. My sister told me.
White.
Just a little longer now. Before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I will defend you. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not.
Why?
Why? Well, I can't abandon you. I don't know why. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. My voice is getting tired.
It's so kind of you.
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right, thank you.
Phew. She smiled at last. She looked like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. So what was inside that strange woman's drawer? Because when I tried to look into that drawer, she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Somewhere. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Ah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah, you came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name?
White. That was his name. My sister told me.
White was the name of the guy who ruined Maya and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. What about roses? There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? This is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using... excuse me. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, bellboy, still there?
Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangling with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. Get to her bottom. Awesome. To be continued! Ow. Yes, I'd like to save. I almost said no. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 1. Never be in the same one, remember? It's gotta be different. The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I don't know what message given. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I'll send you. But I'm not
shown any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. You may call your first witness. Prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge. Your homicide is down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. Okay, so you see, here's the body. There's a plant. There's some tables, chair, desk. Chair from the desk chairs over there, the broken glass. Doorway. There's some bookshelves everywhere. Poster in the bottom, in the back left, that's covered up by a bookshelf because I think that was an oversight. The body was found by the window here. And the case of death, and the cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in the girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Woo! As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. Defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? She had a witness to count describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Why, I just threw something at me. What's this? My sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness's testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya to know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Whoa, something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Woo! Let's go! As soon as a phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Hold it! Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure if I did it much, though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. Hold it! Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took? Between you receiving a call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. So I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found were on the scene were. Excuse me. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Hold it! Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Oh, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. See, I don't get charged for it. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why is that? Why is your reason? Why? Yet another witness describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. Did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Taco Tuesday. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Ooh, hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. I don't know why I'm changing my voice. Lab results.
Frick, I've already forgotten again.
Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence in the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
I swear, the judge gets goofier throughout the game.
Alright, I know exactly what it is. A memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Allow me to present this. Single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Objection! Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? Day after the murder, I believe. It was the day after the murder. Prosecution's point being? The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. You're the memes. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility that the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Darn you, Edgeworth.
have something up your sleeve.
Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say?
I'm a sham. The detective's a sham.
Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham.
Why would you give me a faulty report?
Oh, I thought... Detective Gumshoe? I'm disappointed in you handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Damn, my screen. Where's he? Hold on. Oh no, that's actually... He just got a tear in his eye. I thought that was like a little speck on my monitor. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. Witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? God, the frickin' music. Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service. Wink.
Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wonton winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like, in my hotel room? Teehee. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw. Frickin' every time she says frickin' anything demeaning.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink.
We said no wonton winking. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand that you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her technique well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. Frick you. I'm gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some sort of weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. 9 o'clock at night, I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was a mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Hold it! How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question that. Hold on a minute. That testimony frickin' stinks!
What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. You didn't even see anything. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yeah, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh, the eye touch. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, I don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Darn, I almost had her. Alright. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, kind of statuey clock, thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee? Dodge to the right, you say? I see. Only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I gotta drink some water soon. Frick me. Coming up on 2 hours now. Dear God. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Hold it! Is that right, as in your right, as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Okay, hold on. I can't remember... What happened is... Dodge to the right. Dodge to the right. Look over here and she dodged to the right. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's what you... that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up in like in a bun. What happened then? And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock. That kind of statuey clock? The thinker, I think. How would you know the statue was a clock? A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them at all. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Presento. Miss May. What you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know that this was a clock?
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is that you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
So, you've been in the offices of Fane Co.
No, hey, I didn't say that. How would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. T.
The law offices of Fane Co., where the murder took place, are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. She couldn't have run. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just have a look, as soon as you can. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, and as you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there was no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clock was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Let's check this. Excuse me. Okay. There we go. Take that! Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone.
Woohoo! You have a girly phone.
Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? The good detective better remember he's up for the evaluation soon. My heart goes out to you, Edgeworth. Not. Let's hear the conversation.
So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you, then? If you could. I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry.
September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor? I
think this recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And this was recorded in the morning, before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, is it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Absolutely.
The witness claims she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. The clock itself! Take that! It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? Excuse is not on sale today?
Ooh. Oh.
Ah.
What's to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Wink.
She's scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Oh, wiretap. Have a look at this.
That?
I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... What's this, right? The records? What's this time? I tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. The clock. Isn't it just that? Present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time.
Miss April May. You used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer!
She's gonna freaking leap at me.
It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping or irrelevant?
Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edward wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of speech, he has a point. Well, Miss May, you have an explanation for the court. Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Darn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way! Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know? Like a normal coffee, but cold. And if you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, you're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
Objection!
I object to calling the bellboy. But why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition: if Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. I never said she was a killer. Therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty from Miss Maya Fey. And that is of my condition. I added many a word to that sentence, but it sounded cool. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony.
Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. Which they do.
Yes. Alright, I got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I will be right back. Give me a second. I'm gonna go get some water. I'm gonna lose my voice for doing this.
Watching a movie. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify.
He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. Frick, I can't do the voices anymore now that I drink water. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Pardon me. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel. I believe I received a call after 8. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, so... 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Excuse me. Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and she wished to drink after she finished, so... The time of the murder. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Precisely 9. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tea? I'd like iced coffee at like exactly 9 o'clock or like something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on the door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir. Why would you be so particular about the time? I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so very certain?
Well, when I brought her the room service, she, I guess, favored me with, an embarrasser,
Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, not a French kiss, more of a peck on the cheek.
Why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it?
Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, I'm getting lightheaded. If you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen, can I?
Protest?
Wait! Please wait!
Yes? Does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgewood. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all.
Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Service. Tell me again about her room service.
Again, sir. Exactly 9 o'clock I delivered room service to Miss May in her room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall.
I see.
$18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive?
Yes, well, iced coffee for two, you know. Maybe don't skimp on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say?
Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see.
Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir,
You didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention.
Yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgewood, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir.
You fool! I've done it. I've won!
Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir.
Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In this new light, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
Who is this other person?
Simple. It was... The man was with... Frickin' who? The man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May.
Have to be a choice.
Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what an inconvenient little setup, but it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you'd like if it was too late, wouldn't you?
After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned.
Whew. Got through that. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Numero Uno. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know.
And again, that other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no. I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
They got a great lead in today's trial.
Lead?
That man with Miss May. He's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
Heard they arrested her. Guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
You think he was the one who...
Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm counting on you.
Woo! 2.5 hours. Ask for a full record of April May's testimony. But it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that got left on the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to get her free. Where's my cup of water?
Bwah, 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 bwah.
September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center, Visitor's Room.
Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this.
With the air horns.
It's really quite moving.
Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard.
So, what is it you wish to ask of me then?
For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Let's examine the room. I didn't do that before. Smile for the camera. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. Maybe he just doesn't get to see a lot of women like Miss May in here. That man. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on.
No way, Jose.
Maybe if I had something different to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone?
Aw, when did you say it like sounds so cold? When you say it like that, it sounds so cold. It's so criminal.
Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May.
Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, huh? Creep.
This woman's impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Ooh, that does it! Bottom feeding some scummy there. Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Alright. Oh.
guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost. Because, well, I'm not cooperating.
Thanks, I noticed. I've known quite a few people who talk like that. Or who are like that. Let's go to Grossberg. 77th, Grossberg Log Offices. Huh. Looks like Grossberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason? And there's an obvious painting missing. Wait a second. Was there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of fisherman. Wasn't it? Wasn't it a very memorable painting? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. It's gone. Oh, but what the frick is that on his desk? What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. The 06 incident, Exhibit A. The 06 incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. It might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Photograph quietly added to the court record. Yoink the other one. Photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took? Yeah. I think I'll swap them. Oh, I have an idea. Wait, what does the court record say about everybody? Me and my training, this investigation, make the move back to the detention center. Oh. Who's at the Gatewater Hotel? September 7th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa! This man hasn't been charged with murder. I too will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there is anything I can bring you. Miss May. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. Photo. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely, and on that subject I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea, sir. Okay. Is this him? Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him? What's an affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Pension Center. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now. Don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times, I'm not telling you. Where did you? Aha, a reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof it was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. I'm so close. Did you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. He told us everything he saw. He told us about the man you checked in with. He told us who he was. Now I'm getting somewhere. Push hard. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this photo to the press. What? Even though he should be a witness to murder, this man is in hiding. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Ooh. Fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes. Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate with Blue Corp. Red White. Red White? Information gathering. Well, I suppose you could call them a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Discarded the bellboy's affidavit. Pretty good corp. September 7, Blue Corp Incorporated CEO's office. Can't believe they let me up here without question. What's up with this real decor? Welcome, please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What's your name? Damn, he's the killer. I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my gigantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, Corporation Expansive Official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why would you come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale.
Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica?
Ridiculosity. I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original. Worth 5 million for sure.
Statue of a man holding up the world. Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. Model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. Not
Truly a work of art. But probably too beauticious for you to appreciate, correct?
I think it's a little too beauticious for just about anyone to appreciate. God, I just realized that... I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk? My, this is quite the thing.
It is modeled on my body, see? Well, does it sleek around your nut? Inspire you?
Impressive lineup of jerseys. Judges Specials runner-up. Best participation. Judges Cooperation Award. Special Good Try Prize. Which judges and special kind of stand out? They're all handouts. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not?
Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done.
What she has done? You mean the wiretap?
Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this.
Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat.
On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. There's a little sunrise room.
Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on record that he does remember you very clearly.
No matter. The bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that.
Yours is a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? You should have seen the same thing as April May.
Ho ho ho. The police, the courts. To me they are mere toys. Playthings for my amusement.
What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway?
Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future. Blue Corp.
Sell information?
In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. Red, White, and Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not?
That painting. There's something that's been bothering me.
Yes, what might that be?
That big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. No, I've actually seen that painting before.
Oh?
Just yesterday, actually.
Your point being?
My point is simple. Or rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall?
Mr. Wrong, was it?
Right.
It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you?
A lawyer?
No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger. What?
Alright.
Oh.
He punched me.
Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away. I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding.
So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible?
I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume?
Mr. Grossberg's.
Yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that his painting... Why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps when will he tell you? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now. Skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Ow. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Ahem! Trouble to hold of it. Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something is really bothering him. That much is clear. So, you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just me, his sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. All right, Mr. Wright. No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. You seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I played Blue Core a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg. Excuse me. I just got punched in the gut. And my face. I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh? What is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just a big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Core, Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. He's blackmail. You're lovers. I should have said that. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were me as understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What is he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Core is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of these photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in the fence of mire because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They're bound, unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. So that why you're fat. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than a sorting code of the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. Her name was Misty Fay. Fay? Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating the murder at the request of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her. In the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. Yeah, so why is he blackmailing you? Why were you blackmailed over this, Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. Now, the police didn't want to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let the people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. When I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office.
His office?
She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Alright.
It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said that there would be clues. Maybe I should have a little look. Oh, whoa. His desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is... Okay, so the chief ever worked on a file here. In alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? If he's White, then he should be TZ. U, I know. W, White! The entire W section is missing! Was it taken? What about D? Let's see if there's an A written in this file that catches my eye. A, B, F, Misty Faye. That's me and Maya's father. Mother. Should I take a look? Or read it? The Lord! I have tarnished the Faye family. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words my mother banished. I was determined to finding the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Being the ESP that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man that sold information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. Take a look at J through S. Not sure what I'm finding here. Nothing much here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Skim. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part's here at the end of S. Suicide? Ew. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. What? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Oh boy. So I'm gonna have to water it now. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, there's something I have to ask you, Mr. Lawyer. I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. I think we're past needing to talk about April May. Gotta put this guy on the spot. Quick. What's the matter? You seem stressed. This guy's a pro at pulling the wool over people's eyes. Gotta put him on the spot. Quick. Stop that. Your hot gaze is giving me goosebumps. No point in asking someone with this straight question. Get some evidence. Something wrong? Why yes, there's my eyes, my nose, my mouth. But of course I jest. You need not restrain your mirth, my friend. It's okay to indulge in my cosmopolitan sense of humor. I will not think less of you.
This is the only clue that Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail. Not just him, either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong, what is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong. Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping your phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it! Secretary's office. You won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, is that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? You said you didn't want to go to court. Quiet. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this is another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in the position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth would defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers' association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendous. Why does that one stop me? That's like the most used word in the world. Stupendously inept that they make you even you look incompetent. You're competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts, Harry Butts. Right, actually, Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. September 8th, 3:37 p.m. Detention Center, Visitor's Room. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. The prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Wright! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great, we let you out of detention. Except you're still on that side with the cops and I'm on this side. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Huh, now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you...
Explain what happened to Maya. I don't believe it! How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you! This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Can cheer me on in court. Well, you can cheer me for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean, like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me. Huh? I better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really. I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. There really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the court tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. It's the beginning of a new century, yet with crime it's the same old story. Play like the detective music. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on the initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself. Tomorrow, the true culprit will appear as a witness. This is it. It's me or him. Ooh. Got 3 hours now? Good God, this took up a lot more time than I thought. And I know what to do. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look! Prosecutor, Ed. I received a call from the public prosecutor's office yesterday. He told me that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth, no matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. Changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Well, court will be opening for session soon. What? But wait! The defense attorney isn't even here yet. He's not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Where are you going? September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court Courtroom Number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court. Today, we will hear the testimony of another witness to the defendant's crime. I see. Prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, then I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't the witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey?
ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I'd like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. So if I can get this flawless as well, I can't remember how to do this. Crap. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Jesus, it's like Tom Brady. Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, to my illusions. Confused. Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Maya Fey? Mia. That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart. I'm done for. I don't always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Wah. Let's go. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly that's reading to you some papers by the window, when I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. Then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Excuse me. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly crucifying, and that's reading to you some papers by the window. By the window, you mean the one directly across from Fay & Cole office? Correct! That is the only window you see. And there you were reading papers. Correct! The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do. I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man with attacking a woman with long hair. Spiky hair? Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Nice. Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Add them together. I think that the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know that she had been tapping the Fay office phone? Objection! Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting a loon when she tapped the phone with this Fay woman. Make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, after all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you, and you ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Ah! You left failure. Wait right there! Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said that the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She was clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim was here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. He really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killer. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There was one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Fricker. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. Postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. Then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Then, next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? Idiot! That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor.
girl, she first ran to the left. Then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. This is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. And then I will condense the missile autopsy report. I believe that would work. Only hit once. A blow, not several blows. Objection! Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor.
Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away.
Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. Crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White.
Oh, okay.
God, he looks so human now. So mortal. Well, see, I looked out the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mio run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and she ran for the door. And then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap! Thwap indeed. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Oof. Looked at the other window when I heard the thing fall. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Oh, that? The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the sea. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. And press further. Mr. White. What? You're saying you saw that glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. The glass stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait! One moment! Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused. Light's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. But, Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. The truth is on the ropes. Very well. The witness may continue his account. How do you know if it's a light stand if you can't see it, big boy? Objection! Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window of the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that?
ridiculosity.
Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as the slightest. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
Gah!
My voice is giving out and I didn't go refill. Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you?
Mr. Your Honor. Miss Mia.
Looks like we're about to get our verdict.
Objection!
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright.
What? I forgot about Edgeworth.
Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now?
What?
I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap.
Wiretap?
God, so good. Order, order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do with Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White. In order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct?
Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay and Co. law offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand.
Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moments of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. He went to the place to wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Getting his voice confused again. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretap. Jesus. Leave it to me. I feel faint. I know how this is going, baby. It's all coming back to it. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify that had fallen over by the sound. Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix.
Thanks. Week before the murder.
Do you have proof?
Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder.
Huh. the Fainco law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That's when I saw this glass light stand. Darn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's ratted enough that I can bluff him out something out of him. How would you know it's a light stand? It could have just been a fancy decorative glass piece. Why did you know there's something so innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Darn it. How did you tap me as phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Did I press him on this before? Press this one. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay and Co. offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. If I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay and Co. law offices. So I've done something against the wiretap. Uh-oh, don't tell me I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor.
Phoenix. Phoenix, over here.
I know that voice. Mia?
Never give up, Phoenix.
Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Alright. Lost the trial. I was hallucinating.
You're finally awake.
Ah!
Hey, Phoenix! Heck, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me.
It's her! Oh! My God!
You're...
Maya? Didn't you know that the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya's channeling you, Mia. I don't know, I read these weird. That's right, I am Maya, but I am also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's why I came here to tell you. But, you don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court records, right? Oh yeah. The one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix, White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? The regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, expensive. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th? That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent, and you just have to prove it. Right. That's my name. September 9th, 1:16 p.m. District Court. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Frickin' hour of day is getting to me. Is the defendant, rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then, let's start where we left off. Excuse me, Your Honor. There is nothing to go back to. Cross-examination of Mr. White has finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Beginning of September, the week before the murder. Oh, boop.
Hold it! Objection!
Yada yada yada. I think you're just to show him. And
Objection!
look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Waha, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of the receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Faneco law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of...
Objection!
Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? Wait, you can worm his way out of this one. Wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry. This is going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether your claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. The objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Frick you all. Mister, you're off. May I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. Ah. The witness will stay. Mia. Phoenix.
Read this note out loud. Mia? What's this? What was it? Your Honor, if I may? A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Good run. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. Wow. Wow.
Take that!
The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the Thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, rather the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Woo! Confetti! Woo! Yeah! Baps. That is all. The court is adjourned. Alright! That was an odd way to end that one. September 9th, 2:34 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 1. Got the time. 40 minutes. Well, I never thought I'd be seeing this again. But congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both, you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here's running out. Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say 9. The office? I'll see you later. Chief. Mia! I'm on the way of the Alexander. December 9th, 9:02 p.m. Faye and Cola offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya! Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Cola offices, right? Who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, one second thought. Let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said it's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Cola offices. Got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Aww. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy, burgers! It's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Okay, wait up. I can go for a burger now.
Hey, let's Turnabout Sisters.
That was good. Ah, a new episode has been added. The Turnabout Samurai. And I'll get to that next stream. God, that took 3 hours, 40 minutes just to get to those two. Awesome. And save. Thank you very much. Alright. Like I said, we'll get to that next time. Alright. Stream end. Alright. That was pretty fun. I do really like that game.
It's a nice read as well.
And I'm gonna remember everything as this goes on until like the very last one, where I actually have to use my brain. But for now, this is indeedly what I will be streaming for the coming streams.
I don't want to play Elden Ring anymore. I'm sorry.
But thank you for watching, even if it was just for a second, or if anyone was watching at all, which I am positive someone did. I hope. Alright, good game. I recommend playing it yourself so that way you can see the twists and turns. Or just watch me play it so that way you can see the twists and turns. I very highly doubt there's anyone streaming this game. Or where's Babada Boobity? No one's gonna be streaming a 17-year-old game. I don't know game series. Please come on. There it is. Yeah, there's actually a few, but they're all foreign, I guess. This is a good way to put it. This guy's doing a 12-hour hot sauce thing. He's covering the next chapter. Excellent. A French person? Oh, there's me. Not. I was thinking to myself, that looked very, very familiar. Few Japanese people learning English or just playing. I saw one say, learn English. Oh, learning Japanese with Finnish, right? Okay. I got it backwards. Oh well. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back with this and Turnabout Samurai next stream. I don't know if I should archive. I probably will. I'll put my frickin' throat into this and I'll wake up with you know what I mean? So, thank you all for coming, and I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye!